It's RelaxaRamble time, where laughter is the best medicine unless you're coding. Here's some things that absolutely suck when I'm starting my long-ass shift. Some of these are just a matter of circumstance, while others are definitely avoidable and a matter of the competency I'm working with. So maybe this will be relatable if you've been through it before, and if you've done these, then get better. This one's a slow burn that gradually ruins my night. For those who don't know what this means, it essentially means I'm starting my shift without a full assignment of patients. So I could be missing one, or two. Maybe one is leaving in 5 minutes while another left half an hour ago. Oh, and the discharge paperwork may or may not be done correctly. Who knows? You bet if there's anything missing it'll be my fault. And I sure better be ready to get report for the next admission, because ER already called 5 times and left a passive-aggressive note in the patient chart about how I'm not answering the phone. This is already considering what it's like to juggle multiple tasks all day. Finding the same problem repeatedly from the same person across multiple days is more than just a busy shift. It's awkward to explain to patients that I'm reconnecting the line because the machine was not running in the first place. They look at me like I'm the one who doesn't know what they're doing when they have a fully clamped secondary dated the same morning. And no, I'm not giving them mold fluids. I'm reconnecting the lure lock so I can start the next scheduled newly packaged medication. It's like knowingly giving someone the keys to drive a car that has no gas and not telling them until they found out for themselves. The phone starts crying before a report, which is great timing as always, and it's an unknown number. On the work phone, I'm able to see which extension belongs to which coworker or unit, so seeing a strange number typically means a caller isn't even from the unit. Honestly, sometimes they're not even from the hospital. And I swear, they'll call multiple times in the span of 30 seconds only for me to answer and hear,
Hi, did my papa get his pudding today?
I get it. They don't know they're interrupting shift change chaos, but that doesn't stop the brief vision flash of checking that bitch out the nearest window. Of course that doesn't happen and I still answer, but one can dream. This one's just gross. I consider this before shift since the smell hits my nose before I've even said hello. And I'm not talking about a little smudge. If it's obvious that the person has been floating in feces for more than an hour, which is already generous timing, then that's certified grade A nonsense. If they're being transferred in a puddle of brown, it gives me a frown. Holy mother of UTI, that's nasty. And the poor patients aren't even aware of the sinking boat they're in half the time. Even worse is when they actually apologize to me, as if it's somehow their fault that they were left marinating in their homemade stew. This one definitely goes on the list for being preventable, but still encountered more often than it should. Float days are the absolute bane of my work existence. Nothing fills me with regret for not calling out sick more than walking in to see my name written with another floor. What's a float day? A float day is signing up to work at McDonald's and showing up to have them say they're sending you to the sister unit, Burger King, because they're short-staffed. And before you say, well, that's an entirely different building, not just a floor, I can assure you that management has made me drive to another hospital across town 5 minutes before I arrive for my normal shift. For a place that's always preaching safety above all else, nothing tickles that ironic sweet spot more than forcing staff into unfamiliar environments, units they don't know, don't like, or both, and expecting them to seamlessly pick up the shift as if nothing is out of the ordinary. That being said, whether it's a floor or zip code away, I'd just rather not work somewhere I didn't apply for, as crazy as that sounds. It's jarring, no matter what. Every float shift feels like endlessly reliving your first day on the job, confused, disoriented, and fumbling around because you can't remember the door codes. I do that like every 2 hours, sometimes sooner. So imagine being stuck in a room for hours without anything to drink because nobody's updated your diet. Worse yet is when the diet is updated but the staff aren't aware. Usually the conversation goes like this. Hello, Mr. So-and-so, I have your Water! Oh wow, how long has it been since you've had something to drink? Since I've got here. Huh. Yeah, let me get you a pitcher of water. I'll be right back. Would you like any ice? Okay, just sit tight. I'll be right back. Then I have to speed walk down the hall to fetch a cup to water my patient since the previous shift believed they could thrive through photosynthesis. Hold on now. There's exceptions to this. I'm not heartless. Nervous new grads, change of shift admits, students are all examples that don't count towards this point. I'm talking about the person who's been taking care of the same patient for an entire shift, but somehow falls below them on a Glasgow scale. This is the type that confidently tells me the patient has no allergies when there's more than one documented in the system. They'll tell me the patient has a condom cath on when the patient is a female. They'll tell me the patient can walk to the bathroom when the patient is a BLE amputee. At that point, I would rather read a textbook-length HMP than put up with a game of 20 questions any longer. That's enough rambling for now. Like and subscribe. I appreciate your views.